Every morning, as I step into my kitchen, there's a familiar moment. My wife glances at me with that same half worried, half curious expression and says, "Are you really still adding that to your tea?" And every time, without fail, I smile and reply, "Ah, just 1 teaspoon. That's all it takes." What she didn't fully realize at the beginning, and perhaps neither did I, was that this one tiny teaspoon was quietly transforming how I felt each day, not just physically, but mentally too. The change wasn't immediate, but a few weeks in, she looked at me with genuine surprise and asked, "You look different. What exactly are you doing?" That's when I explained what I'm about to share with you now. If you're over 50 or even approaching that milestone and you've begun to notice that your mornings feel heavier, your energy fades faster, and your clarity isn't as sharp, stay with me. Because what I'm going to tell you isn't a trendy supplement or some overpriced mystery powder. It's a simple, natural substance, a single ingredient that most people have sitting in their cabinet right now. But when used in the right way, and more importantly, at the right time, it can dramatically reshape how your body begins the day. See, there's something many men don't fully recognize. The body doesn't function the same in our 50s and beyond as it did in our 30s. That's not just getting old. That's biology in action. Starting around age 50, our metabolic rate slows, hormone levels shift, muscle mass begins to decline, and the digestive system becomes less efficient. Even the function of our mitochondria, the tiny power generators inside our cells, begins to decline. That means energy production isn't as smooth or reliable. So it's no surprise that many men over 50 feel tired shortly after waking up, struggle with concentration later into the morning, and take longer to recover from basic physical activity. But here's the truth. Aging is inevitable. Chronic fatigue is not. We're simply not giving our bodies the tools or the time they now require to function optimally, and we can change that. Now think about how the average person starts their morning. A big mug of coffee, maybe some sugary breakfast, or in some cases, nothing at all. These things offer a temporary high, followed very quickly by a mid-morning crash. That roller coaster takes a toll, especially when your body's natural rhythm is trying to operate at a slower, more focused pace. Instead, here's where the shift happens. I began my mornings with a cup of tea, yes, but I added just 1 teaspoon of a potent, natural ingredient. It wasn't caffeine, it wasn't sugar. It was a substance proven by modern nutritional science and thousands of years of traditional practice to enhance the way our bodies manage energy. Within the first week, the difference was undeniable. My energy levels didn't spike and crash, they flowed. My mind felt sharper, calmer. My digestion became noticeably more consistent. Even my hunger cues began to regulate themselves. No more mid-morning cravings or foggy thinking. And to my surprise, the same wife who once teased me about it now drinks the same cup of tea every single morning. In fact, she's the one who reminds me. Now, before I explain exactly what this ingredient is and how to prepare it the right way, let me first tell you why it matters so much, especially once you've passed 50. Because here's what most men don't realize. Your body is still capable of strong, vibrant energy. It simply isn't getting the support it used to. The liver, for example, plays a pivotal role in detoxifying the body, metabolizing fats, and managing blood sugar. After 50, it begins to slow down. Glycemic control, how your body manages blood sugar, becomes less stable. And that's when many men experience fatigue, brain fog, mood swings, and that unwanted accumulation of belly fat. The small ritual I'm describing acts like a biological reset button, telling your cells, your organs, and even your metabolic pathways that it's time to start performing again. The ingredient in question, raw organic turmeric powder. Yes, that golden yellow spice sitting in your kitchen right now is one of nature's most potent metabolic and anti-inflammatory agents. Now, before you say, "I've heard about turmeric before," let's be clear. You've probably never used it this way. The way most people use turmeric, low doses, inconsistent timing, or tossed into heavy meals, means the powerful compounds inside it are never actually absorbed or activated properly. And that's a shame because turmeric, specifically its active compound curcumin, has been shown in multiple peer-reviewed studies to support healthy blood sugar levels, reduce chronic inflammation, aid liver detox, support cognitive function, and yes, even enhance mitochondrial activity. But here's the key: timing and preparation. Every morning, this is exactly what I prepare, and it's what I now recommend to many of my patients who are experiencing low energy, brain fog, or general decline after 50. I begin with a cup of pure black or green tea. No sweeteners, no milk, just tea leaves and water. Once brewed, I allow it to cool for about 3 to 4 minutes. That part is important because boiling water can degrade the potency of turmeric's active compounds. Now think about how I stir in 1 level teaspoon of raw organic turmeric powder. Here's the secret most people miss. I finish with a pinch of black pepper. Why? Because black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases the bioavailability of curcumin, turmeric's most powerful compound, by up to 2,000% according to research published in Planta Medica. After taking this tea consistently for several days, I began to feel what I can only describe as smoother, quieter energy. No jitters, no crashes, just a steady sense of clarity and vitality. My wife remarked one morning, "You don't seem so tense anymore." And believe me, that was coming from someone who knows me best. Here's why it truly works, and why I advocate building a daily rhythm around it. Our bodies crave consistency. The human body responds predictably to patterns: sleep, eating, movement, even stress. Once you reach 50, you don't need sudden intense workouts or strict crash diets. You need sustainable, supportive rituals. And this morning, turmeric tea, taken at the same time every day, signals to your liver, your hormones, and your metabolism: we're waking up. Let's go. Every morning after the tea, I encourage 10 to 15 minutes of gentle movement. A light walk, deep breathing, maybe some joint mobility exercises. This activates lymphatic circulation, improves nutrient absorption, and helps the turmeric compounds travel through your bloodstream. Then, eat a balanced breakfast, something with clean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. A bowl of oats with walnuts, or some sautéed greens with eggs. Skip the sugar-laden cereals or processed pastries. They stress an already tired system. And don't forget hydration. Many men experience afternoon fatigue simply because they're mildly dehydrated. Turmeric supports detoxification, but without water, your liver can't do its job effectively. Keep a bottle nearby and sip consistently through the morning. Now, if you're someone who wakes up groggy, overwhelmed, or reaching for that second coffee by 10 a.m., this ritual can change that for good. One final point that so many men overlook: sleep is non-negotiable. It's at night that your body regenerates, rebalances hormones like testosterone and cortisol, and repairs your organs. Poor sleep will cancel out nearly every other effort you make. So, my simple recommendation: turn off screens an hour before bed. Dim the lights, slow your breathing, prepare your body for repair. Good sleep creates powerful mornings. And after a few weeks of this, consistent turmeric tea, gentle movement, nutritious meals, hydration, and deep sleep, you may no longer need external boosters because you become the source of your energy. That right there is the transformation I've seen in countless men over 50. They come in tired, distracted, feeling older than their years. And a few weeks later, they're energized, focused, and reconnected to a rhythm that once felt lost. Not because of a magic pill, but because they supported their body the way it actually wants to function. So, tomorrow morning, when you step into your kitchen, I invite you to try one small change. Boil the water, brew the tea, stir the golden powder, add that pinch of pepper, sip slowly, breathe deeply, move mindfully, and listen, really listen to how your body begins to respond. Your strength isn't gone. Your energy isn't past its prime. It's all still there. It's just waiting for you to lead it again. And maybe, just maybe, someone close to you will notice and ask, "What are you doing differently?" And you'll smile and say, "Just 1 teaspoon," because sometimes the smallest habits create the biggest transformations. This is your Dr. Fiona, and I hope to see you in the next video.